we're going to welcome Yomi back to the stage. Please give him a round of applause.
Wicked. Yeah, all you lot on that voucher, innit? 30 on it. You lot all right? How was lunch? Was lunch all right? Are you sure it was all right? Yeah? We're still not dealing with it like it's Wimbledon. We're still going to be clapping like big noise, yeah? Are we ready? 3, 2. I do want some big, I just don't want the claps now. I think I want more noise because you just had the food, yeah? Your stomach has said, well done. Well, nice. So now we need to make some noise, yeah? 3, 2, just to shake it off, get the energies back. Did I hear yeah? People want to do the yeahs. I see my man there, the straw, drink in hand. You're ready. So everyone wants to do the yeahs first. All right, let's do the yeahs first. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Sick. Some folks even dragging it. Yeah. Awesome. All right, now a big round of applause, all the noise. Give thanks to the food. Give thanks that you're present and you're here and you're live. 3, 2, 1, go. Awesome. All right, so time's a ticking. So we're going to have this afternoon of reading. So I've invited some friends. They're awesome. And each of them, there's a reason why each of them are here. And they're going to come and share some of their work with you, right? And before that, you know, in the kind of poetry realm of things and ways of celebrating and connecting with the writer, you know, when someone reads something and they say a line, you kind of feel it. Some people click. Can we try some clicks? Awesome. Clicks can be a bit cliche sometimes, so I kind of say treat it like good food. What happens? What sound do you make if you eat something good? What's the sound? You just clicked. Why are you clicking? You're clicking or you're like, what's going on? So some people make the sound, so I'm like, some people click. So come up with a different sound. So on the count of 3, you can either click, you can do a signal. 3, 2, 1, go. Boom. You're like, yeah. Lady there in the brown, you're like, sure, that is the one. Do you know what I mean? And I think we need all of that energy. This is awesome. Big round of applause for yourselves for just creating this. This is awesome. So before we kick into gear, I would like to invite a reader to kind of warm us into the process. She came to me earlier. She read his poem, and it's awesome. And it's not the folks that I've invited. It's someone in the room. Which then shows that, you know what? Wait, if this person can do it, hey, my name better get called today. I'm playing. But it's awesome. And I want you to kind of give all the big ups, all the whoops, all the yeah-yeahs, all of that. Are you ready? Oh, wait, I'm talking to my poet. Thank you very much. But I love the enthusiasm. Please make a big round of applause, all the love, all the energy for Yara. Make some noise for Yara. Keep it going. Boom. All of that. Keep it going.
Does being able to speak mean you have a voice? Or does being able to speak mean you can only make a sound? But what's a sound without a voice? And what's a voice without a sound? What's a snail without a shell? And what's a story without a message? I have a story. You have a story. We all have a story. But who will tell it? Authors write books. Poets write poems. Musicians write music, and you write your pathway. Your pathway to success, your pathway to fame, your pathway through life, your pathway. You have a voice, so use it. You have a story, so tell it. You have a pathway, so form it. This is your life, and only you will change it.
Thank you, Yara. Keep it going one more time. Awesome. Everyone can hear me? Yeah. Just give a big yeah to Yara, please. Yeah. If you say for the rest of the week, you know exactly where that's coming from, boy. You blame me. Yeah, love the poem. As soon as I heard it, I think it's encompassing everything that we need to take home tonight, going forward, all the energies. Thank you for writing that. It's incredible. It's beautiful. So I would like to invite first to the stage. Like I said, there's a reason why I asked our poets to join us as part of this event today. And this first poet is called Jake Wildhall. Can make some noise for you. I'm going to say a bit of Jake, but can you just big up Jake real quick? Big round of applause for Jake first. Jake is a friend, Jake is a poet, but also the dope thing about Jake is he runs his own publishing house. What? Awesome. So what that means for me is that, you know, in the same way that we speak about Shakespeare, all the talks about Shakespeare, all the poems about Shakespeare, Jake, like myself, we've grown through the kind of works of performance poetry and spoken word and poetry in a way that it's in with poets that Jake gets in his publishing house to kind of for you to read is talking in a way that I understand, is talking in a way that represents me and in a way that I feel represents a lot of people in this room. And for me, it's important to have folks like Jake. And Jake's an independent publisher, by the way. Make some noise for the independent publishers. So it's very important for folks like Jake to be doing the work that they are doing at Bad Betty Press, because it means for folks like yourselves, if you want to write some work, speak to people like Jake and be like, oh, what kind of writing are you interested in? And all that stuff. But putting the publishing side aside, I would like to invite Jake onto this floor to read some poems. So all the energy, all the love for Jake Wildhall.
How is everyone? Decent? Yeah? Can you all hear me? Cool, that's good. So yeah, I think, thank you, Yomi, for having me. When I was a kid, like I grew up writing poetry because I wanted to be a rapper, but I wasn't very good at it. And I was like, I can still say what I want, and it can be a poem, because there is no barrier to what poetry is about. It's for everyone and for every subject, and to be written in every way. It's a magical art form. And so I thought I would start with a poem which is about memes and Instagram reels, which are like TikToks, but for people like me who are over 30. And it's called, I've got friends I only communicate with reels. Like, have you heard the one where they dub a man over a goat? Yeah, I am that goat, and I am Annie, are you okay on ice? We changed text for slapstick. How you been, brother? Like, all right still. Yeah, for sure, life is happening, just all over me. Have you seen the one with the wooden spoon and the pan? It's double tap, it's hearts on our story, it's hearts on our sleeve. It's 1 a.m., it's 6 a.m., it's do you ever sleep? It's late shift, morning shift, memes, no doubt. It's hugs on sight, but it's spud, it's touch. I've got your back in a fight. I'm bad at FIFA, but I'm that friend. It's like, yo, do you need anything from the shop, whether for the house or for fun? Yeah, but I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man. There is infinite ways to watch someone be hit in the head, and infinite different items it can happen with. We've probably seen them all. We say low a lot, but it always means lots of love. Cool. So, yeah, I grew up on a council estate in West London called White City Council Estate, and I'm going to read some poems about friends from kind of there and friends I grew up with, which is something I didn't always think was allowed to be written about in poetry until like I discovered people like Yomi and Caleb Femi who were writing honestly about their experiences, and I wasn't just reading Keats. Let the leaves not fall, let no fruit rot. I don't have the strength to watch the boys' names hung like washing from the balconies of estates. Watch yesterday's dirt fall from them, condolences on a Twitter thread. They'll kill us all, say we have no angels. We know wings look like handcuffs to those who chewed their silver spoon to dust. Let the dead boys come back for one last game of five-a-side. They built our estate temporary. We both tried to be the same. born again out of goodbyes. It doesn't seem right to pour a glass out in your name. The pubs we left ourselves in, we thought we would be coming back to those churches where we light a candle at the bar, where the pints smell like the first time you cried and a friend held you. Cool. Spudding a friend who's been away for a bit. The music is turned to 11, fills the whole estate with childhood. I walk past a van and see a ghost, reach in a fist and say, safe, bro, love, love, and all that. Heaven is knowing that your friends are back, seeing their mums smile down from 3 floors up. I'm sure most people don't know what love is, what forgiveness is. I've only ever seen boys leave the estate keep shrinking. It seems like God is pulling the shrink wrap off the people who pray for him most, hardest, constantly. So when one comes home, we throw a party till they leave again. All the drinks spilling off the mantelpiece, the speakers popping from the bass, barbecues filling the air with smoke. We don't care, they won't let us into heaven. We found our own way in. And this last one is called Gunshots. I knew his name and age were both the opposite of senior. I remember how my ears popped and his mother cried. I remember my parents and my body saying, go back to bed. In life, often there is someone, then that someone is dead. We all had our rumors turned quiet when the police arrived. Kicking stones are thrown from where his mother grieved. All the parents relegated the toy guns to the bedroom for months. I wonder if they knew what imagery can do to a heart. If they had already practiced holding a child for the last time. We couldn't move for handcuffs, the hold on us. Silence after sirens, absence of boyhood. They only searched the innocent ones. Cool. Yeah, thank you for having me, Yomi, and everyone, and Pearson, and Penguin, and everyone. If you want to come and talk to me about publishing or anything in my poems, please do. I would love to share anything I can with you. Yeah, have a good rest of the show.
I can't, before I send Jake off proper, I've got 2 questions just for you.
Yeah.
Don't be scared, man. I got you, man. I got you. 1, how did you get into writing? And 2, when you kind of, there's like, if you're interested in writing here, raise your hand real quick, please. Right, awesome. So, what are you looking for as a publisher? What are the key things that you look for? Is that all right?
Yeah.
Oh, you, man.
So I got into writing, like I said, like I listened to a lot of hip hop when I was younger, and then I discovered spoken word. Dean Atta and Deanna Roger, who are 2 fabulous poets who you can check out, pulled me into a poetry slam and got me to perform, and I was about 17, and I've been writing ever since. And I think what I look for is, obviously writing has to be good, but I look for like heart and integrity and honesty. And I think that is one of the only things you can't teach. Like, you are who you are, and you are beautiful and amazing, and your writing will be beautiful and amazing because of that. And that is the journey I think I've come on with accepting myself as a writer.
One more time for Jake, please. All right, are we good? Oh, yeah. Are we good? Yeah. Awesome sauce. All right, cool. The next poet I'd like to invite to the stage is Chica Jones. So I met Chica in Nigeria in 2017. And we've just been friends and close ever since, in terms of like he dabbles in poetry. I think at the time he was talking about theatre as well. He was looking to trying to see what can happen in theatre. And then earlier, I think late last year, Chica was like, oh, I'm coming to the UK. I'm like, what? What's happening? And then early this year, he's hit me up like, I'm in the UK. I'm like, what? Welcome. Awesome. But remember my story earlier when I was telling you that I arrived in England when I was 9 or what have you. And I think there's something about assimilating and finding your landscape and finding your voice and how you grow. And I feel like Chica's not only done that and is doing that, he's doing it in great strengths and in a beautiful way. and in a way that almost reminds me of that journey that I went through when I was younger. So without further ado, big ups for Chica Jones. Make some noise.
Hello, everyone. Does this work quite well? Yeah? Okay, awesome. So before I go into the poems I'm here to perform, I'll just start with a short story about myself, kind of an introduction. In 2013, I was in Nigeria, and as you can tell from Yomi, and maybe from my accent, I'm just pretty new in the UK. So in 2013, I was in the university, and I'd been writing poetry, but I'd never really performed it anywhere or read it out to anyone. And so I needed to buy a laptop really bad. And that was because I was looking for ways to earn income while in the university. I didn't have a lot of money, so it was a struggle to pay school fees and all that. And so a friend told me about a poetry slam, a national poetry slam in Nigeria called War of Words. And I borrowed money, traveled all the way to Lagos, Nigeria for that performance. It was my first time on stage, and then I was competing with like pretty good poets. But I guess I wanted that money bad enough to buy the laptop, so I won. And I got paid $500 for winning that slam. I converted it back then in Nigerian naira to about 80,000 naira. And I bought a laptop from that money, and then reached out to people and started working as a writer. So I would write blogs for people and just write for people from that laptop. And that kind of saw me through university. And then sometime in 2017, I had graduated, obviously, by then. A group of Nigerian poets put together a theater show that was supposed to go to Berlin, Germany, and they were looking for a couple of poets to work on the production with them. And so one of them had seen me in 2013 competing in that slam, so they called me up. And that was the very first time I left Nigeria, and it was through poetry. And fast forward to 2021, I was tired of Nigeria for so many reasons, and I was looking to leave Nigeria, and someone told me about the Global Talent Visa, which basically is a visa given by the British government to people who are talented in various fields. So they just say, if you're good in this particular thing, you can come over to the UK. And so I applied using poetry and using all I had done, and I got it, and I'm here. So, it's not been a straightforward journey, like there's no straight line between it, but somehow all through my life, I have seen that poetry has made my dreams come true. Like almost everything I've ever wanted, I've gotten through poetry, and most of it was not planned. It was just like, I need to do this, and poetry somehow gets me there. And that's why I'm kind of, whenever people ask me what poetry means to me, I say it saved my life, and I'm not being, I think I'm not being pithy or farcical about that. It's actually literally saved my life. And so the poems I'll be performing this afternoon are kind of linked to identity, where I'm from, Lagos, Nigeria, and kind of what poetry has done for me. So there are 3 poems, 2 medium ones, 1 very short one, and I hope you enjoy it. In a street in one of the many Isheris Lagos has, there are shops hollowed out of metal containers. Rows of empty, dusty shelves, their barrenness only broken by an occasional bottle of something no one wants to buy anymore. But you can't bring yourself to throw it away. Because hope is a bottle of wine you bought 2 years ago and wipe clean every morning hoping to sell. Shops hollowed out of metal containers that if they could speak will tell you how they bore an Igbo man's dreams for months at sea. How he got married in their names, bought a car in their names, how they came into Apapa like a newborn baby, how they gave up dreams of other trips and simply took a job by the roadside to care for lesser dreams, but dreams are dreams, yes? These shops line the sides of a dust road eroded in many parts. This road leads to a little house with 2 rooms squatting in the middle of a green swamp. There are teenagers in those 2 rooms, smoke calling out of their mouths. I wish their mother knew she was the mother of dragons too. 2 streets away, 5 houses after you cross the bridge made of shaky wood planks, my mother sits in an empty house. It is nighttime, and she is unable to fall asleep. She is searching the walls for reasons why she was not enough. It has become her favorite pastime. I want to stumble in the dark, cold house to her bed. I want to hold her hand. I want to ask her, when did you forget how to dream? When did you stop believing in prayer? Somewhere in Agor, a bride is trying on a new language like an ill-fitting dress. She finally knows that everything her mother taught her was a lie, that it does not take 5 years for the love to cool off, that patience doesn't really solve anything, that 9 months is too long to wait for a baby. She needs someone to love now. Thank you very much. And the one in the middle, which is pretty short, goes thus. It was the out-of-town kids who did the most damage. At Orita Fogo, at Junction, at Agboile, it was the out-of-town kids who stuck the broken bottle in too far. Us neighborhood kids fought and bled, but it was never more than a cut above the eye, never nothing 2 days in the hospital couldn't fix. Because we needed to go to school the next day. Because our mothers knew each other. Because there were less and less people in our football teams, and where's the fun in playing with less and less sets? Because we knew something that the adults did not seem to know. That even there, in the thick of the fight, with fists raised like loaded guns, that it's okay to go to war for something you believe in, but make sure everyone comes back alive. Thank you. And the last poem goes thus. I come from a long line of failures. Stringed together like a necklace, their falls have become heavy around my neck like chains. I tell you, I come from ashes. From the smoldering and the burning, from the screaming and the falling. I come from a long line of forgotten dreams and abandoned hopes. Left by the wayside like an empty can of Coke, bereft of promise, bereft of hope, eyes deader than death. Necks bare, bent, and broken with expectation, hearts seared, scarred, and unfeeling. I tell you, I come from want and despair, from the pulsating bowels of fear. Yet, victories don't come by chance. So I have learned the steps to this dance. Slowly but surely, I have learned the answer to why. So when you see me string words together on the stage, know that I am ready to fly on words like a paper plane. So while my friends travel on clouds of smoke, marijuana, I travel on paper to Havana, Italy, Rome, Cleveland, even Treasure Island. I have been to Atlantis, the lost island, though my feet have never left this land. I have seen friends die. They fell to the ground like stars out of the sky, their blood spilled like a secret in the sun. And so I have learned that the only way to live is to speak. So we shout at the top of our fingertips, tune up our voices to decibels higher than that of ignorance until these words can take us out of here. Because victories don't come by chance. Thank you very much for listening.
One more time for Chica, please. One more time for Chica Jones. Oh, man. There was some tears. I heard, I heard all of that happening. Everyone good? Everyone all right? Oh, someone's still like, oh, my God, what did I just experience? What's happening? You see what your poetry is doing? What's happening out here? This is the power of literature. This is what literature does. And as Jake said, just be honest and let your heart speak and see what happens. Everybody good? Everyone all right? Awesome sauce. All right, before I introduce our final poet, I'm gonna pick some names out of the bag. What? It was nervous all of a sudden, boy. Oh my diddy days. Okay, so this is. Oh, can I open it? Yeah, here I go. There I go. I got it. Okay, so I'm very excited. I'm gonna pick some names out. If you put your name in there, please, hands up, please. Let's just see. Oh, wow, that's incredible. That's incredible. One more time, give yourselves a big round of applause for just being incredible, folks. All right. I'm going. Advance apologies if I don't pronounce your name fully, 100%. It's the first time reading your name. I'm gonna go for it. All right, so I'm gonna call out. What's the time? What's the time check? Time check is. All right, it's almost 1:30. So I think we can cheekily get 3 names in. Can we get 3 names in? Can we get 3 names in? They try to say 1, but we ain't doing 1. Oh, I'm playing. We can get 3 in. All right. We could do 5. You're not pushing it now. I don't know where it's able to put. If you go 5, I'm gonna get in trouble. Maybe we could do 5. I'm playing. Let's do 3. Okay. You hear that? That's the rustle. All right. Okay. Who we got? Alia Lawal. Alia, you here? Wait, yeah? Make some noise for Alia one time. All right, here we go. All right, as soon as I'm picking out the next 2 names, I'm going to invite you to the stage and stop being like, oh, I can't believe it's me. It's you. 100% you. Don't play. All right, who's next? Sionia. Whoa. Love that. Yo, we didn't get, we just got, whoa. All right, one more name. You ready? Okay, all right, one more name. Get your poems ready, by the way. All right, I'm proper doing my due diligence here, people. Okay, Samin. You hear where Samin? What, this is the role you need to be in. Oh my gosh, you hear? Make some noise for Samin one time, please. Okay, so, keep that energy going. Please welcome to the stage. Aaliyah, one time, make some noise for Aaliyah. Keep it going. All right. Come. Okay. All right. You here? Yeah? Okay. All right, breathe easy. One more time, make some noise.
Wow. Hi, guys. This was literally wrote like 30 minutes ago, so. Okay, it's called Dear Mrs. Hope. Literally my own original. Okay. Dear Mrs. Hope, your light shines bright. Like someone said, diamonds still shine bright even in the night. Your smile holds still, stiff and poised, yet in the cover of the dark, with not a single noise, not a bird or soul, you still remain unheard. See, this is the fraction of hope, and the tearful screams, the burden of dreams, the light at the end of the tunnel. We hope to see, if not to be swallowed by the sea of doubt. I doubt you see what hope means to me. My mother once said to me, Mrs. Hope is in the light of all of us. If not, she comes from us and somehow belongs to us or chooses to run from us. As a black woman, I hope to stand as tall as a tree, to push past all including adversity, to love me for me and to embrace for we have taken what hope has given us.
Well done. One more time, please, for a big noise. All right, all right, all right. Let's keep the energy going for Siona. You here? Make some noise for Siona. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Hi, I wrote this like 10 minutes ago, so. To be or not to be, is that the question? Or is it? Is it to keep a straight face and not cry because you've got to be a man? Or that running mascara is going to ruin the look? Is it to endure the constructive comments on your look? Because you shouldn't care about your looks. You've got to be a man. Or that standing up stuff you were going to do is just a little bit too teacher's pet-esque? Or is it? Is it to be the bigger man? Be the bigger man? But what does it mean to be bigger? What does it mean to be? Because to be or not to be, that is not the question.
One more time, please. All right. Keep that energy going for Samin. One time, make some noise for Samin. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going.
Hi everyone, my name is Samin. This poem is called They Were My Words. They were my words, they were my words, but they got taken away so easily. I'm okay, I'm fine. Even an occasional, I'm here for you. Anything would do for a smile on your face. It wouldn't matter your ethnicity, your race. I would do everything for a laugh, even if it means I lose myself in the path. Never again will I be ashamed of choosing myself instead of everyone else. My rhyme was ordinary, but myself brand new. I won't be that person with cuts on my skin. I won't be that person hiding from myself. I won't be that person being what everyone wants me to be. True, I'll be that genius academic, but I'll be myself, so I'll never part. What a sweet sorrow. I'll transform myself into somewhere better. It won't need to be tomorrow. If you're a painter, then paint. If you're an author, then write. If you're a musician, then make your music. If you're a poet, then write your poems. You're all artists. Make your art. Be that warrior everyone wanted you to be, and what you always wanted to be. Thank you.
One more time for Samin. Right, can I just get a big round of applause for all of our open micers? So, I just want to thank you for that. That was awesome. That was super awesome. Just want to introduce our last poet, or guest poet this afternoon. And Annelise Ramo is a vibe. Annelise is awesome sauce. Make some noise for Annelise one time. Wait. So there is a direct energy in Annelise in terms of, like, I say, to me, Annelise is not an emerging writer. Annelise is been about for a bit and talking about 2 or 3 years. But what strikes me with Annelise is the drive. Like, every course, Annelise is there. I'm not even expecting to see Anna at 2-2. She's in the Zoom. I'm like, what? I didn't even know you was even here. But there's something in the drive. There's something in that energy and that learning that I think that we all share. In terms of, there's something that you really want to learn, if there's something that you really want to hone in on, then do that. Show your energy, because people will notice. And as a result of that, the work that comes from it is also beautiful. And for me, that's what stays with, that's what's inspiring for me in regards to Annelise's work, and just the motivation and the passion. And that, you know, without further ado, please make some big noise, all the whoops for Annelise Ramo.
Hello, everybody. Oh, tough crowd. Hello, everybody. Amazing. So just touching on what's already been spoken about with your poems, and I know some of you didn't get to perform on stage, but it's okay. as long as you keep writing. Like, your work doesn't end here, your drive doesn't end here. This is just giving you an opportunity to really hone into what you can do. And some of you just need to keep believing in the talent that you have, because you don't know where you're going to be in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. So please keep on writing, and do feel free to talk to me or any of the other poets, as has already been said. And yeah, just get as much as you can out of today. And yeah, so I'm just going to keep going on with the theme of identity. And this first piece is a longer piece, and it's just touching on how identity can be shaped by your community, can be shaped by society, the conversations you have with your friends, just loads of different things. So I hope you enjoy it. This is called They Are No Longer. As we sat on bricks, I asked him what it's like to hold the world in his hands, and he said, "Mans is no longer feeling her. Mans is trying to take it easy, Nike Tech tracksuit, feeling all fleecy. The streets are trying to say they can give me what will please me, but I'm trying to tell it they ain't so easy. These 10 toes are constantly bent in anxiety, but how do I tell the mandem that I want to curl the same undercovers? Mans was not raised in blasphemy, so me saying mothers is swearing under the person who raised me. Mans was a real church boy, you see, but mans cannot find an altar that will carry me. The only times mans has been baptized is by the puddles that reside behind my eyes and will never be allowed to come forward. But as I listened to him, I realized that the world can no longer hear itself. Each time I try to breathe, it is punished by fire and water at the same time. We ignite, then wash away as if to save ourselves from sin, because just the taste of hell does not seem like enough. All the ice rinks in ends have been closed down in memory of their siblings, but I cannot travel to pay my respects. There is not enough fuel in my strides. It has been given to planes and cars in the hope that they use them well. He told me he was going round in circles like the pedal bike he keeps meaning to get fixed, and I thought the circle is no longer a shape. It is limbs wrapped around a day and a sun too round to boast. A circle is until we meet again. It is playing my favorite song on repeat and never getting tired of it. I tell him I've tried to multiply hope, but X no longer equals MC squared. X is cancel culture. X is the mark we make on our chests and hope that promises don't die. It is the person we let go of so we can move on to better. X is sign here, but do not sign your life away. X is X gon' give it to you, blasting through speakers and wishing creators were still here to see the fruits of their labored planting. We walked to the laundrette and I realized I have changed sheets too many times this week like crumpled paper, but beds are no longer just for sleeping. They carry the weights of the day and still expect it to exercise on springs. A bed is welcome home. It is let me carry your exhaustion and take you to the baggage claim of rest. We walk past fresh graffiti, just like how I paint myself out of fear, but art is no longer just hung on walls. It is felt through screens, experienced on stages, and lived from within. Art is hidden in places words alone cannot reach. Behind the twinkle of eyes and deep sighs, it is the molding of self by the sculptor and its clay. We turn and look down the road. We have walked along and reflect. Life is no longer see you tomorrow. It's text me when you get home, even if home is just around the corner. It is not black and white, it is a blend of colors still trying to make the world buy into its masterpiece, yet it is not for sale. It is no longer day and night, it is the spread of orange across the bread of sky and the intrusion of stars where darkness tries to reside. I take a moment. I am no longer patent strides with Velcro straps that stop me from getting too ahead of myself. I cannot hide behind fake bangs gelled to the side of my face like a Y2K birthmark. There is no such thing as playing out. We have run out of knocks on doors and replaced them with wedding bells and the kneading of dough. I cannot find my wandering spirit. It seems to have been ordered into a lifeless body like a bird still expected to sing in a cage. I do not dream like one who could nestle into clouds. I can barely mount the sheep blocking the fence. I cannot find the bauble hairbands that were instruments next to my ears. They have been rolled underneath my bed with the rest of my memories. Thank you. And then this final one is a shorter one, and keeping with the theme of identity, it was focusing on how sometimes we write and think, okay, if I gave you the theme of identity, you talk about who you are. That's the easy way to think about it. But I thought, how about you think of identity as also what you aren't? Because what you aren't also makes you who you are in a weird way, if you get what I'm saying. So this was based on a past experience of mine when I was going to swimming lessons when I was younger. I still can't swim, so that got me nowhere. And the title of the poem is actually called This Girl Can't Swim, because it was based on a time when I almost drowned whilst taking swimming lessons. Who that happens to, I don't know. It happened to me. So I hope you enjoy. This is called This Girl Can't Swim. My arm is like a javelin, but instead of being thrown into the abstracted, she is fighting the colour of my primary school chairs and rebuking this body's baptism. I am contorted into a comma, but there is no break to my breath. There is no breath, though this needs to be more than stretching. My neck sits at an obtuse angle 90% of the time, but this is no time for a selfie. My feet are fighting to reach my ears, but I am done tucking secrets to corners. I try to collect my thoughts, but they are running behind my eyes, so I cannot recognize the beauty of life anymore. Yet I'm willing for someone to show it to me, not breathing. I know there is rest in darkness, but I am not tired yet. Rest, release, resuscitate. These bodies that circle are not the ritual of death. My mum is one of them and is here to remind me that every choke, splutter, and gasp reminds her of my childlike tantrums. Thank you.
One more time for Annelise, please. I think I'm just gonna sign off with just like one big round of applause. But before that, I hope in just listening to Untitled Poets, that you can hear yourself, you can identify, you laugh, you kind of felt some of the stories, and also to students are just coming up to read some of their poems as well. I think there's something beautiful in this. There's themes, there's topics, stuff that we can all relate to, and I hope it inspires you to write further work. And again, like, you can speak to us at any given point during the day, and it's been a pleasure. So in this last round of applause, as we wrap up, send it to the poets, send it to the folks that came up as well to kind of guest and read and kind of the open mic, because it's not easy to step on the stage. And yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure to host this park. Big noise!